we have a game, Orc versus Undead. And I am actually very interested in this matchup because, I mean, they're both pretty solid MMRs. And this is one of Raven's better matchups. We see a ghoul opener from our Undead player, so likely to see Criplord. Very unlikely to see anything else. If you're going to go DK, usually you would want fast altar so that you can creep it away with a DK, or fast fiends so that you can fight off headhunters. And Raven on the other side is most likely going to be going headhunters, which, by the way, top left is our yellow orc, the legendary orc player, West legend RavinDrannor. I totally said that wrong in 10 different ways, but you get the idea. The big D, Raven. Okay, and at the bottom right, our red undead player, Cement. I believe it's actually more of like reinforcement rather than cement, because that's what his Discord name is reinforcement. But I don't know, I'm just gonna call him Cement because that's what it shows. That is going to be the Criplord. So interesting playstyle. Not sure if he's familiar with Raven's style of play, or if he just always goes Criplord versus Orc. But will be interesting to see if he goes for an expo or if he just stays tier 1, or not tier 1, stays 1 base. Because sometimes Criplord first on 1 base can be okay. You know, you either get the advantage if you're against a blade by expanding, or if you're against a Farseer, you can just pull back, do 1 base, and still have a decent hero combo to fight against headhunters in the late game with access to Impale. But the early game is a little bit rough because headhunter count gets really high really quick, and the ghouls not able to fight effectively against it, combined with the wolves. And it is, yeah, Farseer marching across, wolves out, checking out the expo, but he's Cement going directly for this small orange camp first. And what item will we see here? Honestly, even these small items can make a big deal. It is going to be claws. Not the worst, but I'm not sure if it's the best for a Criplord. Honestly, even a mana item sounds pretty good. Like if you get a mantle, it sounds weird on a Criplord, but having extra mana for more beetles and potentially a second Impale when you would have only had 1 Impale, things like that can be huge. An extra Impale because of a mantle can literally turn a game around. But claws are pretty good, especially if the Criplord gets boots later and chases some of these headhunters. And he is going directly to the expo, staying tier 1, and a nice little fake attack there to secure the last hit. Going to get this Ziggurat picked off right away, but that's just buying time for the rest of his army to creep. This way his ghouls and his hero are not taking as much damage as they would if he was not building a Ziggurat. And Cement taking most of the camp. RavinDrannor does have a decent chunk of XP at 68 already, but our Criplord 2.4, Ziggurat coming, and a decent supply of skellies here. Would like to get some more beetles maybe, but now that there's 4 headhunters, 5th on the way, beetles will also die really quickly. Skeletons getting fed here a bit, more ghouls on the way. Might see an Impale attempted surround. However, Raven wisely kiting back, but almost getting, oh, he's almost surrounded already. This is going to be the surround, right? Oh no. Okay, it is the surround. Oh, Raven got a little cut out. Oh my god. Dude, he's Raven, you're wild, bro. What the literally 3 HP Farseer, bro. Your ping's not that good, okay? You're still at like 130 ping, bro. Oh my god, and his Farseer is just hiding. He has to wait for his shop. is it better? I guess because he still has 150 mana, it's probably better to keep the Farseer alive. Especially because he might get some creep kills, which would get XP. So, rough that Raven had to TP out. However, the Criplord is low health, so the next push that comes in can be very threatening, as the Criplord will not be able to fight effectively himself when he only has 200 HP. Thus, he seems to be looking to pick up a Ritual Dagger, which would be a very good choice here. There is the Ritual Dagger, another Rod. It just needs to mess up. Gauntlets would also be nice for the Criplord, extra health, extra damage. One ghoul instantly falling, another ghoul about to fall. And there's a panda. How do you fight the panda? His Breath of Fire is going to be huge. Ghoul very nicely being saved. Cement playing pretty well so far. Marches this low health ghoul back onto Blight. But Panda coming in. However, 2 towers and Nerubians with their normal damage and slow are very effective against Tidehunters. Oh my god, Raven countered towers, dude! And towers from the Orc have like 800 range, so they can just outshoot these towers. But you need to be very careful. Tidehunters were caught out up front, a couple dying right away. And level 3 unlocked on the Criplord. Every one of these beetles that gets summoned next going to be very difficult to deal with. We see 2 of them already going to town on that tower, and Panda left behind, not getting his next breath off on these summons and ghouls. It's going to hurt quite a bit. Headhunters continuing to run, all very low, and Raven in a rough spot here. About to reach level 3 Farseer though, which would be a huge pickup. And this actually comes because the Panda was split off, not splitting XP. So that level 3 Farseer is potentially... like, this is potentially a turnaround. With those level 2 wolves, you can do a lot to these ghouls. Tower does get up as well. Would like to see a shop next, as he will need clarities at some point on the Farseer. Having only 1 set of wolves left and maybe some mana regen for a second set. But the beetle is going to work. There is a Breath of Fire. There is a Chain Lightning soon too, but the Crippler does have 90 health. Steps too close, he might die. Needs to get his Ritual Dagger off at some point. Might try looking for a critter. Here's a critter. Very nice play. that catapult shot, dude. Yeah, this tower going to work. Maybe needed to be placed 1 square farther forward. It does have 800 range compared to 700, but not actually hitting these ziggurats here. So a little off in placement. But the catapult, the demolisher, with that 1 upgrade, going to help out a lot here. Combined with the wolves. Still would like to see another tower or a shop soon. Reinforced defense is picked up. This tower going to be very difficult to deal with now for Cement, and he will likely be playing on 1 base now at some point. I assume his plan will be to just creep and buy time. He will have to rebuild from ziggurats, but if he can stall a bit, it would be nice. However, not much here. The Demolisher pushing through this tower quickly, actually going to go for the unsummoned acolytes getting picked off by the wolves. I wonder if it's almost better to leave these alive just so they take supply. I'm not sure. Yeah, Ziggurat going to go down. Might even cancel this tower. I would like to see that tower canceled probably. Unless he plans to expand there. Yeah, Raven coming in for the creep jack. Going to get 1 ghoul. Crypt Lord low on health still, but there are 3 fiends on the field. Double crypts to pump out more fiends, and Cement actually has a huge bank here, adding in his Death Knight, Burrow. Raven on the other hand, you know, sitting good because he canceled the Expo. However, Cement is soon going to pass him in supply with that bank he had. And this Demolisher and Tower is a bit out of place at the moment, not doing much. Raven really needs to get his Panda to level 3, but he's really looking to put pressure here. However, Cement does secure the kill, gets level 4 Criplord. This level 4 Criplord now has that level 2 Impale. Gotta be very careful with those Headhunters. Oh, maybe trying to bait the Criplord. However, DK is about to arrive, and once those coils start coming out, Criplord will be fine up front. Panda dropping low, but should be fine himself. And he does have Haze, so no Drunken Brawler, which means later that Haze will help a lot if he can get his mana high enough on the Panda. Impale coming out, getting like 4 Headhunters, one going to go down right away. Fiend getting burrowed. Burrow a huge pickup right here as there is no dust currently. And Beetles coming out. Can't really fight against these Beetles anymore. Or Burrow, of course. And Raven wisely starting to pull back. There is a mana potion though. Oh my god, the Headhunters are lining up. Mana potion! 3 Headhunters getting hit. The healthy ones though, if we get a heal, we do get a heal scroll. The huge value on these Headhunters. He even has Troll regen as well. Not even needing the heal scroll yet, but might pop it in a second. Does pop it, saves the Headhunter, but it will still go down eventually. Second Headhunter getting focused. DK getting a bit surrounded, but picks up his own scroll, his own invuln. However, Raven nicely picked up a dust as well. Will be able to focus down these burrowed fiends finally. Tier 3 on the way for the Undead. One fiend going down, another Headhunter getting surrounded and going down. And eventually the Undead overtakes these fights with Beetles coming out over and over. Headhunter nicely denied there though. Panda 3 becoming a requirement at this point. Tier 3 also on the way for our Orc player. Raider, Headhunter. And one more Headhunter starting to get focused, half health. The Fiends burrowed, but dust. Last charge used, breath coming out, and these wolves just munching away. Beetles doing what they can to block. Now there is a huge line of 4 Beetles. Headhunters need to be very careful. Raider also with its medium armor needs to be careful. But Raven taking out some Fiends, huge pickups. Might be able to snag one more Fiend if he can get an ensnare off. However, early burrow by Cement was a wise choice. For the Crippler and the DK, low mana, low health. Crippler only has an invuln. Nicely used right after the ensnare, and will we see him retreat now? He does need to be very careful. Level 3 Panda, the next breath. Oh, he's going for the ensnare. This is a dead Criplord, isn't it? Ensnare. Bring the Demolisher. Bring the Demolisher for a hit too. Ensnare. Criplord down. Huge pickups from our Orc player. The legendary Big D Raven. But huge plays from our Undead, getting the counter surround, and getting that surround on the Panda is crucial. You do not want that Panda to level up more. And getting the DK closer to 3 himself, that's low XP, also very valuable. A couple ghouls, or one ghoul coming in too. Yeah, now with a few Beetles, a couple of Fiends. Still looking decent for Cement. Oh my god, he's expanding here. This Undead player's nuts, bro. You're nuts. This Demolisher's been AFK here while the Undead's been expanding in his face. Oh my god. But it's nighttime, so there's no vision. He's gonna see the Blight extend here, and he's gonna be like, how the hell did this happen? Oh, does he notice? He's checking. He's checking. Oh my god, maybe he saw it when he was pulling his Demolisher back here from the Undead army. It does get unsummoned though, so not a huge loss for the Undead, but still a bit of a loss. I mean, kind of a huge loss. That's a big big chunk of resources gone. But tier 3 is unlocked. Lich on the way, Destroyer form on the way, more Fiends. Tier 3 for the Orc as well. We see those 2-0 Berserkers. They are a real threat at focusing everything. But with a Panda, it's an interesting dynamic with Panda plus Headhunters, because Headhunters you know, with this high damage, slow attack, they do want to focus one by one, but a panda is more about hitting everything. So it fits better with things like bears, tauren, you know, stuff of that sort that you're hitting everything, right? But of course, panda just in general, pretty solid. As Breath of Fire is one of the stronger AoE spells in the game, and he does have access to Drunken Haze as well. Very good utility skill, mischance, ignite damage from fire. But one raider will get picked off with the coil. And level 5 Farseer. This is huge. We do have Destroyer form though, we have Orb, we have the Lich. And Cryptlord also level 5. We will see level 3 Impale. This thing stuns, bro. You stun those Headhunters, they are just like, they're dead, bro. So need to be very careful as the Orc player here. Heal scrolls. You know, it'd be interesting to see, like, I mean, Alchemist with heal spray, but I guess, you know, you never really need that as Orc because Shadowhunter is even better. But the most common play here, if he does add another hero, would be TC, as the aura being very valuable. Movement speed aura is one of the strongest things in the game in terms of aura. And a fight coming out, Destroyer morph right away, Wolves taken down. Impale kind of missing the mark, does not hit any of the Headhunters, but these Headhunters dropping extremely quickly with their Berserk form on. They do take extra damage while in Berserk form. And huge Impale, these Headhunters are all dropping quick. We see skeletons used by Raven, but instant morph from the last remaining statue takes care of those skeletons for the most part. And Raven, not much left here for supply, but supply counts are actually even at this moment. However, cements are more in the army ready to fight, and Ravens are more of all red health and about to die. Plus the Demolisher that's running around. So that's also another for food kind of wasted. No third hero yet, which I don't hate. Usually with a panda you do want to stick with 2 heroes because you want the panda as high level as possible. But I wouldn't mind a TC or even a Shadowhunter as well. Oh, surround on the Lich! But the panda also getting focused, there is a coil ready. And the Lich actually falls. I didn't actually see where the coil went. Did it like miss the Lich or did it hit something else? Panda has to run away. No healing on him. Does have a mana potion, but if he ever shows up again, there's an Impale and a coil about ready. Trying to take out this Destroyer, which would be huge. If you can get rid of this Destroyer, it forces the Undead to morph another one, as there will be level 3 wolves available, but until that point, kind of needs to wait. Now he takes out the Destroyer, wolves summoned immediately after, but as I said, the next Destroyer does get morphed as well. However, with only one Destroyer, the wolves still being able to put in a decent chunk of damage. Fiends both getting burrowed, but there's no vision. Oh, Raven actually spotted the Expo with his panda, level 4 on the panda. And panda is about to get picked off. Raven realizing the Undead is on the way. But walking right into him. That's not the right direction, Raven. Where are you going? Okay, he actually manages to sneak out. Oh, there's no Lich, that's why. If there was a Lich here, with that Nova, panda would be dead. Oh, oh, little sidestep on the Raider. That was huge. The gold mine goes down. Oh my god. Huge pickups in a bad situation. Raven playing really good for someone that is in a bad spot. 3 damage upgrades. Oh my god, this Destroyer, or Demolisher, dude. Altar being rebuilt. Wants to summon the Lich from here rather than Tavern rebuying. But it is still going to take a while for the Altar and then the Lich. So he might just Tavern rebuy still anyways. Does Tavern rebuy. A bit costly, but he has his altar now for the future. And Raven still needing to continue leveling the panda. Would like to see him get close to level 5 if possible. Undead also continue to level. And the Undead, oh my god, he's close to 5. He's close to 653 heroes. How are you gonna fight that? Ow! What items are here? Okay, these are pretty bad items. Except mana potion. He could actually invest 400 in a greater mana for his Crypt Lord. I wouldn't hate that because the Impale is huge. And Raven with his 3 damage upgrades on Headhunters has to rely on more of them. Like, you just have to keep going Berserkers. You can't switch out after you've invested 3 damage upgrades. Unless you have a Wyvern or something, but that's not too good either. So I wouldn't hate a greater mana on this Crypt Lord just because of how good Impale will be. But yeah, the Undead does reach 553 and very close to 6 on the Crypt Lord. Another 200 XP. 6 also almost on the Farseer. However, it is less impactful as it will just be chain lightning. Yeah, these are huge Undead levels. Panda Runed Bracers. Okay. Close to 5. Okay. But he's weak. Half health already. Raider half health. Raider just insta-gibbed by this Death Knight. You just can't afford the Undead to be this high level. And look at that. Raider, Kodo, Walker down. Just from spells pretty much. And now the Undead just pulls back, waits for their statues to pick up more mana, and goes again. I mean, he could just go in. He's pretty strong as the Undead anyways. Well, I do like this play now though, going for the Expo. However, I would also like to see maybe towers in his main and hit and run more raiders. I'm not sure. Like, how do you fight this? Like, what's the play? I think hit and run is kind of rough to do against these heroes. But as the orc, I feel like you can't fight this either. This is just way too strong. He needs to... Oh, he does have a level 5 panda now though. And if he can get some good Breath of Fire on the statues, that would be huge. No Devour coming out on the Haze yet. No Breath of Fire either. He put it on the Fiend in the back. It's not going. Finally, Breath of Fire comes out. And the Chain Lightning as well. Huge damage. It's a very messy fight, but I think the messy fights at this point benefit the Undead more because the Panda will... Or does it? I mean, honestly, Raven's killing a lot. I think the Undead heroes carry more than the Orc heroes here because there's no Shadow, there's no TC. But oh my god, this AoE, dude! Raven's killing everything as well. He needs one more breath. It'll kill the statue and both fiends. But the panda has to run back, not able to stay in the fight. And these fiends, slowly getting healed, will be able to run away now. Another destroyer morphed. If Cement's not careful and loses all these to some more breaths, he might be in trouble. But Crypt Lord reaching 6, we have a level 3 Beetles unlocked. I do think that's a viable choice over Locust Swarm, just because the Beetles are incredibly hard to deal with for the Orc right now, since he does not actually have... he can't really go into walkers against this, right? He can barely deal with the destroyers, he can't deal with the heroes. So these Beetles putting in a lot of pressure on the buildings, letting the Crypt Lord continue to use his mana. And Raven might be dropping a game here, which I think is actually his first time so far in the league. I believe he was 6-0 map score, 3-0 match score. So, bit of a rough spot here. Trying to heal up. Turtle. Oh, he does have an expo. But 2 peons. Look at these lazy ass peons, dude. Oh no. Finally, they get to work. However, he hasn't managed to do anything about the Undead Expo. Maybe if there was some sneaky play with wolves before the expo started mining, then he could have a chance turtling here, but I don't know. He's gonna need a very lucky hero kill. However, the Undead has a greater an invuln, a TP, a coil, possibly another coil by the time cooldown comes off. Raven, completely reliant on this Breath of Fire damage, needs to slowly whittle down the Undead army, but statues counteracting that. Oh my god, there's even a greater heal. Going for a lucky hero kill is going to be near impossible. Panda continuing to do what it can. We'll see another breath here, but he is getting focused. He's getting coiled too. Panda man. Even with ruined bracers dying quite quickly. Raven doing his best to hold on, but the Undead has his own expo, so this is not... Raven's not really gaining much out of this. Just trying to slowly whittle down as best as he can. I mean, if we see some sick Breath of Fires here soon, you know, a haze fire, another fire, it can do some huge damage, but there's double statues, going to be more coils, more healing, level 2 Unholy Aura as well. Putting in work. Panda getting focused. No haze used this time. Would like to see it soon. Coil on the Crypt Lord and the Undead. He really doesn't want to leave, but at the same time, yeah, this Undead army is starting to get a little low. He can, oh, the Impale though. A little too much. Panda goes down. That was the moment where Raven was really putting damage. He got a statue, almost another. DK was also low, but the Undead armies are too, the Undead heroes are too powerful with greater heal, invuln, town portal. So Orc not being able to. Oh my! What the fuck is this, dude? Oh my god! It's not very often you see a ziggurat at the Orc Expo. What the? What is this, dude? The play.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh my god. Wolves finally going to work on these acolytes, but there's already a cold tower here. Might be able to pick off an acolyte here or there, but yeah, Undead going in, taking out the towers. Oh my god. Ensnare on the destroyer was actually going to kill it. Update the score at the top once I see. I'm pretty sure I can just do it in booster itself, but I have not actually set it up to do that, so I literally just type it. And honestly, I almost kind of prefer this one because it's like bigger anyways and doesn't have the little W3 booster ad in the middle. Yes. Yes. I mean, I don't exactly know what Cement is asking, but yes, it is Asia East. Yes, Asia East is the choice that should be gone with as well. If there is a ping advantage, it should go slightly in Raven's favor as he is part of the Americas. It's a little trickier with Oceania because of how many hosts are just bad for one side or the other, but the Asia East works pretty well, or well enough at least. Yeah, we see Headhunters once again for Raven, our yellow orc player at the bottom right. And at the top left, our red undead, who took the first map, once again going for Crypt Lord. Raven can be sure that Crypt Lord is coming again though. Like the fact that they're playing Terenas stand after he just played Crypt Lord on Tidehunters. Like, you know there's another Crypt Lord coming, because why else would you play Terenas as undead, right? So I wonder if we will see any sort of tier 2 push again. Or, oh, he's actually, I didn't even notice, he actually went for the one grunt at the start so that he can creep the first camp and get access to the merc camp. I think this is a very strong play. The Shadow Priest pretty good here. Does get one wolf first, maybe could have used it for creeping the small green on the side instead. But not the worst, because tanking with the wolves as much as you can also has some value here. No shop though, so this grunt will be half health for quite a while. But Shadow Priest unlocked. Criplord going right in for the expo. And Headhunters should be on the way. I was actually wondering if Raven would do like 4 peons and a second barracks, but it does look like it is 7 peons, 1 was scouting. I'm sure he saw the Criplord, who went for some extra summons from the small green, and then into, oh my god, he got an insane item too. You might prefer Pendant on the Criplord, but Ring of Regen is really good at this stage of the game. That extra regen, look at this dude, healing so fast on Blight and Ring of Regen, dude. Oh my god, and he's gonna get us around instantly. But Cloak of Shadows, very nice pickup for Raven, being utilized right away. Has a greater healing as well, which is also nice for sticking around a bit longer. But there's so many summons here, and only 1 abolish left. Trying to do as best you can to take out the Ziggurat. Might actually succeed, but the Farseer is a bit stuck. For our Undead player, would like to see 1 beetle sent out to a lab, probably. But otherwise, pretty solid for our Undead player so far. Picking off the Shadow Priest. Oh, need to be careful. Oh no, the grunt! Raven! Raven's falling apart. Cement doing really well here so far, picking off everything, and Raven, where do you go from here when you've lost a grunt, you've lost the Shadow Priest, Undead has an expo, oh, he summoned the gold mine, but I think that was actually bad, because the Farseer is still here and immediately has to cancel it. That is a huge resource loss. Getting that Acolyte was huge too, because now Cement having to wait for another Acolyte, delaying his expo. Not terrible for Raven. Right there at the end, but still a little difficult to fight this. Only 3 Headhunters against so many summons and ghouls. Quite a few ghouls in the base. Picks up Dust, picks up Rod on the backpacked ghoul. Oh my god, he went for an Impale. Going for this around is going to get this around, but there is Cloak of Shadows once again, and no beetle has been sent to the lab. There's a lab right here. Could send one right now if he wants. But Raven's ranged Headhunter line putting in work. Beetle's falling, Skeleton's falling. And Goldmine just now getting underway. Raven may actually be able to cancel this, which would be a huge play for our legendary West Orc. But will he notice? Does he get in range to see this? It looks like he will. There is quite a few rules here and a tower though, so needs to be careful. But with the access to a TP, I do think canceling this gold mine and TPing out is a very strong play. But you need to be very careful, limit the losses, and he does so. He's about to get this one Headhunter away. Gets the other one away. Okay, does lose that one Headhunter. But 1 Headhunter for a cancel on a gold mine that was like 2/3, 3/4 done, that is huge. Big plays by our Orc player Raven, and he's on the way to tier 3. He's gonna, oh my god, what is this pathing, dude? Am I watching a human player right now? It took him 10 minutes to get out of his base. But that is huge. That's literally game winning right there. Denying the expansion for another, I don't know how long it takes to summon this, but like another minute and a half or something. Because the Undead is still tier 1, dude. He's not been able to tech. He's had to continue to produce acolytes. He's actually even producing an extra. Okay, he canceled the extra acolyte. Realizes starting his tech. Shop will be on time for a tiny great hall when tier 3 finishes, and he's adding a lodge and a totem. Very interesting choices to go for both. I think he wants the walkers or beetles, which he is going for, but I'm unsure on the lodge. Does he want a witch dog? Oh my god, they're slow. Oh, there's dust. Oh, Cement came prepared this time. Gets the slow, gets the surround on the Farseer, but Heal Wave is here, and Cement with the blocks. Oh my god, this Undead player's insane, dude. Cement doing a very nice job securing that Farseer kill. Was so close to getting out as well. There was a Heal Wave about to come in too, and Raven was just getting out. Maybe diving a little deep here though, but should be able to get one more Headhunter. Maybe even okay, maybe it's not so bad. Raven might have to load up this burrow. Oh my god, he got us around on the Shadow Hunter too. Is this blocked? Is this burrow blocking? This might actually be a block. Maybe that's why he wasn't moving properly. Yikes. Raven's army dissipating. He is tier 3 though. His Farseer will be strong when it comes back. But he's not even gaining XP for these kills. Cement won't be able to finish the game. But Raven is stuck with very little resources, having to wait for his heroes, and not going to be able to afford the tiny Great Hall anymore. Oh, it was looking so good, and then he lost his Farseer. If that Farseer was alive and could have summoned one more set of wolves here, like, you know, Raven just wipes this and doesn't lose much of anything. But such a huge difference with that Farseer going down. How do you fight this off with no hero? No hero! Cement's just having his way in Raven's base. But the Orc player doing what he can, staying in the game. This is not a good situation though. Peon, oh my god, gets surrounded. It's a slaughter. Oh my god. The dust was huge for Cement there. Being able to spot the Farseer in Cloak of Shadows. Cloak of Shadows was huge in the early game, but once that dust came out, not enough to save the Farseer anymore.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, I don't even know where you go from here as Raven. I think you literally sit on this garbage army of Walker, Witch Doctor, Headhunter, just one of each, and get a tiny Great Hall. Like, you literally need to expand now, right? If he continues to stay one base against two against Undead, he's just not going to succeed. Because, man, he just coiled a beetle.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, okay, I guess fine. Because the Undead's already halfway to tier 3, you need your expo up. What's he gonna do? Sending wolves to help out the Shadow Hunter. But there's no more close camps besides the small green. He will have to venture out in order to get his level 3. Might see him head here. Crypt Lord almost 5. Oh, dude. Okay, so Raven is going for the play I expected. Tiny Great Hall. We'll see likely a third hero next. What? He's going Witch Doctor and Master? What am I seeing? Oh, there's so many fiends though. And the Crypt Lord, he's hungry. He wants that level 5. Raven's army, so minuscule. Tiny Great Hall, not going to do anything yet. And Cement might even just go directly into level 3 beetles here? Or does he still get Impale? He does still get Impale. I do think Beetles also would have been decent here, with Raven having too small of an army to do anything about it. But the Impale, of course, also very strong. Skeleton put on the peons. Oh, Raven's just... he's just caught here with nothing. And it doesn't get easier. Cement has a huge bank. Cement's mining off of 2 gold mines. The Criplord. It's working! Criplord OP! Okay. I mean, like, what do you do here? I think the proper play as Raven here is to walk over to the Undead base, summon your tiny Great Hall, and then, like, start massing peons. Like honestly, I mean, what do you do? He's got a heal ward. Heal ward pretty cool, but can be taken out very easily from a fiend shot there. Does manage to kill a fiend, I believe, but there's just so much for the Undead. Shadow Hunter getting caught out a bit. Lich has arrived, or out of the altar. We'll be picking up an orb and heading over soon. And you know, level 3 Farseer against 5-2-1 Undead heroes. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. Oh my god. Staff of Telly. Coming in. Lich has arrived. Orb of Corruption. Nova. But speed scroll out. Shadowhunter will be saved. Riplord continuing to go in. We'll have an Impale soon, and once that Impale hits on this army... oh my god, he's gonna do it! Impale! Oh my god, everything is dead. It's all dead. All I see is corpses. Ah, Cement playing really well, honestly. Like, he honestly looked even stronger here than when he faces me.